Hey, what's up guys, it's Astro the Space Boy here, and welcome back to another Sable Let's Play video. This is the final video. I have collected all of the friends, and I am now going to, I guess, end the game. It's a very fun game. I will rate this game, honestly. I know I've toiled with the idea of, 3 stars because all the bugs, or 4 stars and whatnot, but I might actually give this game either 4 or 5 stars. Because while it ain't perfect, there is no such thing as a perfect game. You shouldn't rate games based off of whether they're perfect or not. You should rate them off of whether you enjoyed them or not. And even though the fishing was a nightmare, I say I quite enjoyed Sable. It's not the most absolute #1 fun I've had in a game. But, so then it would probably be a 4 star then. 4 stars for this game. So, let's just make a way. Also, I did the, do the 5 seconds airtime with your bike, and I have no idea how to get the bike parts for it. So I just have this as my bike. But it's right. Alright. For old time's sake, just gonna go through here. Alright. Look how cool I look, though, huh? Am I ready to choose my mask now? There's no going back if I do. I'm ready. But am I really ready? Definitely ready. Okay. Hey, Sable. This train shot change so much over a short period. Or has grown, but will always be a child to me. You've grown. Subconsciously stands low, tall, and prouder as I say the words. Can't help but smile, remembering all the times adults would say, "Oh, how you've grown," to me as a child. You've not grown at all. I haven't just grown. I can climb way higher now. It's like he hates it. It's great. Not all growth is external. It feels like a hollow defensive statement, but it's also true. Lyra doesn't look convinced. Simon will leave for her gliding soon, but at least you'll be back now. I don't have the heart to tell her that I might not stay with the Abexi. There's still time to decide, so I hold back. Did a lot of climbing out there? Oh, how high did you go? Did you touch a cloud? If I had a gliding stone, I would definitely touch a cloud. I reveal that I got the climbing mask. Lyra seems to vibrate with excitement and jealousy. I can't believe it. You have to choose it. You will choose it, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? That would be silly. I don't think I'll get a word in here, so I just let Lyra effusively speak at me for a while, enjoying her passion for something so particular. Being Clap was a pretty solitary existence for the most part, mostly foraging for things that grow on higher climbs, fixing or salvaging from ships in high places. But the sights you see, the places you get to go to, it'll be like a continual gliding at times. Will I be comfortable at those heights without the gliding stone? Welcome back. I don't remember the last time I heard Omar speak. Maybe to yell a warning, but never to converse. It takes me a moment to think of something to reply. How have you been? Omar shrugs silently. I think that's all I'm going to get out of him from that. Did you miss me? He emits a low grunt that sounds like a chuckle. I think that means he missed me. Oh, Sable, it's so good to have you home. I've thought about you so much, just imagining all the excitement. Every time we passed the cliffside, I thought, I bet Sable's just hovering everywhere. What do you think of the climber's mask? I ask hello what they think of the climber's mask. They lay it up straight away, which I think I should have expected. A brilliant mask. There's a lot of really good masks, obviously. But climbing? If you ask me, the worst part of the gliding's end is losing the perpetual stone. To hover forever, to fear nothing from heights or falls, that is an uncommon freedom. And you have to let it go. To me, climbing is the closest thing one gets to keeping that connection between oneself and the perpetual. Just as the stone does, it banishes fear and risk, lets you explore the world's great vertical spaces and knowledge and fortitude. I think it's a great mask, and probably would have been my choice had I not fallen so much in love with the Abexi. I thank hello for their thoughts, and again for the stone they gave me so long ago. Have you heard of Lore the Fabulist? I still have they ever heard of Lore the Fabulist? Of course I have. Not much for travel, you know, but not 2 years ago I made a special trip to Isra just to see her. Why? I tell her I met her out in the desert, and that we spent a whole evening talking about life and poetry. I add that I think I may have inspired some original work. That's amazing. So you think... Sorry, I'm so excited. So you think it's possible that next time I see Laura, she might actually read a poem that you inspired? I say yes, that it's quite possible. Now that is a gliding. Who cares what mask you choose? You got to hover around the world and you inspired Laura the Fabulous to write a new poem. If I were you, I put on my retirement mask because I'd be done. We laughed together, and it feels really, really good. Take care of yourself. Look rather bony. Are you well? As like he fusses over me, she would always look for reasons to care for us. That's no good at all. Not at all. We have to fix you up with some of Jetty's lamb stew. I am involuntarily salivating at the thought. It's good to be back. Where have you been? After you left, we headed to some older Bexy campsites, places we used before you were born. Going back, it was beautiful, and the land flourishes when you leave it for so long. Each place transformed with life and abundant with things to forage since we were last there. Once we leave the Ur, we will not be coming back for a long time. It needs time to recover from nourishing us. We might choose the entertainer's mask. Oh, an entertainer's mask. I see. You were kept busy with the young ones on your gliding too. Everybody needs a bit of levity now and then. It's an important part of life, valued by many. But you know, the Abexi are not in position to accommodate such trifles. Fun with games are just that. If you pick this mask, you'll have to find a richer clan to join. We can't afford it. I hope you think carefully about what mask you choose, Sable. I might choose the friend mask, honestly. I greet Sizzo. How do you do, clan child? Talk about Samoon. How was your companion? We had a few bumpy moments. Sign of a strong relationship that you can come back in one piece. Samoon must have taken good care of you. What'll happen to Samoon now? Well, it's almost time for Simon's gliding. Samoon will likely accompany her across the dunes. I feel a pang of melancholy as I think about losing Samoon. It had to happen one day. Nobody truly owns a bike in the Abexi, but is merely accompanied by one. I'm grateful to have had at least had that blessing. Met a lot of your machinist friends. I know this, and I hope they were good to you and to Samoon. I told her that they were, and she seems to take a bit of pride in that, which is rare to see in Sizzo. Some really great machinists out there. I like them a lot. Do you think I should choose the machinist mask? Trying to order. She crosses her arms and takes time to think. Some will tell you that the life of a machinist is lonely. It isn't. Not only because we are assigned to clans who so often welcome us into their number. No, it's more. It's because we are truly never alone. As you were never truly alone on your gliding, you went with Samoon. I think of the moments where I sat looking at some map, or hiding in from some foul weather, or trying to get over our sudden bout of very powerful homesickness, and Samoon gave a little hum that I would feel up through my legs. You have a very special bike, Sable. And not along with Sizzo. As we returned, I sat on the tower and heard Samoon's purr grow to a roar. In it, the traces of those whose work has helped give her shape. She speaks with many voices now, and that renaissance, Sizzo seems to shiver. It's why we do what we do. So if that appeals, then I can only recommend it. I thank her for her counsel. Simon shrieks when she sees the calibrator in my hand and then bursts into tears under her mask. You'll leave. You'll leave on the gliding, and you'll never come back. Just like Yara did. Don't you miss her too? You were her friend before she left. People leave. That's their choice. I tell some the Yara's allowed to do whatever she likes, and that if it's her choice to go, then we must respect it. I wonder if she can tell I'm putting a little extra weight in my voice, which I hope sounds like the wisdom of age. You wouldn't leave forever, right? Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, okay. It's like me in real life. I've thought of doing that before, of just simply vanishing. But, like, I would definitely probably come and visit every so often, so I'll just say not forever. I start to speak, but Simon cuts off with a whale. Please don't go. I'll tell Simon not to worry, that I will be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I am not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good. Then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank her and say goodbye for now. Hello, Sable. Is there something I want to discuss with Driss? How's the clan been? Been managing the clan while I was gone, chaotic as ever, which I think you should be pretty happy about. Ask Driss why he thinks I'd want that for him. Because it means it wasn't you. Well, it wasn't me. Ask Driss what he means. I mean that you left on your gliding and things stayed exactly as chaotic as they've always been, which means I opt not to suggest that it means Driss himself is so scattered that everything will always feel chaotic, or really have matured. You're not the problem. How nice for me. He'll Driss sing the Trapper's Mask and ask what he thinks about that. Trapper's Mask? You, really? I tell you, Sable, I wouldn't have pegged you for it, but you've always had quite the imagination, haven't you? I think so. Yes, well, I think that's a good trait for a scrapper. You need to be able to see the beauty in the scraps, you know? And that takes a very creative brain. I think a lot of folks see scrappers and think they're just rubbish pickers, you know? But if you can look at something old and dream up something new, then I think you've got it. And I support you every scrap of the way. I thank Driss for his advice. I'd like to talk about I asked Driss once and for all if on that fateful day of my gliding he had actually forgotten to help with my bike, and if the test ride on the sandcutter was a sly cover-up. He cocks his head. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I tell Driss that he knows very well what I'm talking about, but he shakes his head. No idea. I remember the whole bug thing going very smoothly. Plus, you took that sandcutter out, and you didn't even get a little bit on fire. Great stuff. Except just for the spots, and suppose even the gliding cannot be the answer to all things. Being back with the Bexy is more comfortable than I expected. I thought the gliding would change every part of me, and that I would come home different, perhaps more mature or more jaded, or at least able to grasp more of Driss's jokes or Lyle's poetry. The actual change is more subtle, and it's that somehow, despite spending so much time discovering the world beyond, I've never felt more like a part of this clan. And it isn't about being a Bexy, or which mask I ultimately choose. It's simply that I no longer feel so behind everyone, like they know some grown-up secret I yearn to understand. I feel embraced. Holy as a person I am. Sable. So now we've heard your stories, or at least the ones you're happy to tell. That means you're nearly time now. Jetty sigh is contented. I suspect that she was more concerned with my experience of the gliding than the grand choice at its end. For that I am grateful. Are you ready to choose? Am I? Bexy. I'm ready to choose. I tell Jetty I'm ready. She nods. I won't keep you, Sable. If you know what you want, then all I desire is to learn what that is and celebrate it with you. I'm allowed to be excited too, aren't I? She chuckles. Whenever you're ready, proceed to the temple. Lovely bike. Look at that thing. I don't need to travel that distance. I can walk. Okay. I know I said I would, like, maybe choose the guard mask or whatever, but I might just simply choose the mask that I have on me right now. I am not gonna choose the worm mask. That is 100% for certain. The worm mask is not what I'm gonna choose. That thing is awful. Look at it wriggle in the distance. Come on, why? I mean, absolutely some people would choose it because it's funny, but do you want to choose the friend mask? Yes. An unusual mask, not one I've seen anyone else wear. I would definitely feel special wearing this as I bound across the dunes collecting ever more friends for the Queen. Is it the sort of thing other people would understand? Or would I be an outlier? A weirdo obsessive chasing down elusive mysterious creatures for an ancient telepathic creature? I certainly doubt the Abexi would be pleased to accommodate the gallivanting around collecting useless things. When I think back to the feeling of returning the small creatures to their lair, to their joyous little faces dancing away and their happy mother tending to them, I can't help feel that perhaps this would give me some kind of greater purpose. Is this what I want? Yes, I think so. I feel a buzz of excitement at the thought of gathering dozens of eggs in my arms yet again, seeing the delight in the Queen as I return them back to their den. No turning back now. Ow. Don't fall, you don't have the floaty thing. This is a good game. I'm definitely going to rate it 4 stars. Alright, there we go. That is... And I got the platinum. I achieved every last trophy in the game. Ah, this was such a good game. Well, that's it. I'm going to delete this game. And that's it. I'd like to thank you all for watching. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now. It was a lovely ride.